Moves have been missed.
She fell flat on my face. It was pure embarrassing.
Physics have been broken.
What the fuck happened there?
Laws of time and space shattered in an instant. Yes, this is entertainment, but the glitches are real. Whoever you are, whatever you do, please don't look at this at home.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to what I guess we've been calling literal pro wrestling insiders, because let's face it, we're not going anywhere. We've got a cracking guest lined up today, and I would very much just like to publicly thank Justine, Pasta Sauce on Twitter, for helping set this one up and putting me in touch with this man. He's, I guess, like one half of the brain trust that runs Riptide Wrestling, one of the, I would say, one of the fastest rising promotions in the UK, already like one of the better known ones in the space of, I think, about 2.5 years or something. Please welcome Tom West.
Adam, thank you very much for that lovely intro.
I do try to give everyone a lovely intro, you know, otherwise they might not come back.
Very flattering, thank you very much.
So, we're going to book a wrestling. I've already given you a wee peek at our roster, and and we were talking the other day on Twitter about names you would perhaps want to add to that list to put together a cracking show.
Yeah.
One of whom was this man, Walter.
Oh yeah.
So let's see, is he going?
Up for it.
We got him.
He's up for it. Amazing.
So, I'm trying to remember who else. Vader was one of them, I believe.
Oh yeah, Big Van Vader. Yeah.
He should be in there.
Lads,
There
flapping
is.
meat.
Big manly man. Vader's out. He's no coming.
Ah, it's his excuse.
Wasn't even answering our calls.
Ah,
I'm trying to think, like, I'll need to bring up the thing. So it was Walter, Vader. I believe Pac was one of them.
yeah, we gotta get us back in there, haven't we?
Now, we're lucky here because pretty much anyone from AEW or WWE, because we've buttered them up, will say yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I have made a mistake. One moment. They can't see the game on the stream, but now they can, because it's not one of my streams if I don't mess up technically in some manner or other.
let there be light.
There we go. Also, hello Jordan in the chat. How you doing, mate? We've got Pac. Cara Noir, I believe, was one of them.
Yes, please.
We got him.
That's a snazzy hairdo this Cara Noir's got.
I think it's based off Sonada's one.
Yeah. Very nice.
And in fact, I will bring up the message because.
What does your Chuck Mambo look like? I've seen one of them knocking around.
Oh, Chuck Mambo. Yeah, it wasn't me that made him, but yeah.
That's a well better. Yeah, that's a good Chuck Mambo.
Yeah, and he's not having any of it.
Oh, that diva.
Ugh.
Who do you think it is?
Well, this is like because the free agent bit's split into 4 parts. It's like North America, Japan, Latin America, and Europe. So this is the Europe section. So, I mean, if there's going to be any of the free agent names that obviously you've had experience with, here's where they're probably going to be.
The Chuck Mambo, you put the title on him, and yeah, he just turned into a prima donna at working your show. How about that?
You give them one reign.
Or Walter and Matt Kurt would be quite nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. One of my own creations, glad he said yes, otherwise I'd be going mental.
Looking pretty tonk there and all. Very nice.
Oh, we got your anti-fun police here.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I think someone else made the Damien Dunn. I just like updated the look a little bit.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
That's the Damien Dunn I downloaded. I've seen a Santos where he's got the lucha pose and he's bouncing around all over the place. Looks pretty silly.
Oh, and there's the Sierra Loxton that I made earlier.
That's very good.
Who is having none of it. But what we'll do is, maybe after the show's done, we'll put her in a dark match to debut her on the stream.
Okay, yeah, sweet.
So that's the European section. There's also obviously Latin America. For some reason, some of the Irish girls seem to show up there. I have no idea why.
The Aussie Open in there as well. And,
yeah, I mean, I know I get it with Aussie Open because with countries that aren't represented by one of the 4 sections, it generally just throws them somewhere randomly.
yeah.
But Leah Owens and Sky James, hanging about in Mexico, I don't know what that's all about.
There's El Generico as well. That's where he got to.
Yeah. Oh, we booked him last night. It was him against Cara
good
Noir.
man. Oh, very nice. Oh, what a dream match that would be.
Yeah, Andrew Everett booked that.
Yeah, very nice. Sure.
We got our Japan section, which is a huge plethora of names, past and present.
TK Cooper there in Japan. Very nice.
Oh yeah, hanging about there. I mean, I guess his build has been from New Zealand here, so I guess geographically it's kind of the closest.
Yeah.
There's my all the all Japan women from the late 80s and early 90s that I threw in. Oh yeah, New Japan released Okada. In the
Released
game.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And DDT released Maki Ito.
Yeah, I'd seen Okada on the PlayStation.
What are they doing? I have booked Okada before. I booked him against Gene Money.
Very nice. Yeah.
Because it's the Rainmaker against the Ainsley Lariat.
Yeah.
And
I saw Gene Money tweeting about how he had to explain, he was overseas, I think, and had to explain who Ainsley Lariat was before Ainsley Harriet was before he hit the Ainsley Lariat, so it makes sense.
I mean, the first time he came up here for Discovery Wrestling, which is my local one, he was very much the he was still a part of what do you call him? Buffet Club with Rob Cage, which was the only actually funny Bullet Club parody.
How many Bullet Club ones were there? It was ridiculous at one point, wasn't it? Really?
It was their slogan. It was lifting weights and cleaning plates. And this is the North America section of our free agents.
We've got Gene Money, right? Let's think of someone to the Ryback. That's a good one.
Oh, the Ryback.
With Gene Money, I think we'd seen the match where he had wrestled Jimmy Havoc at Wrestling Resurgence.
Oh, right.
And, yeah, basically the story is Gene Money is shit scared of Jimmy Havoc. Which when we had Sue Young have an opponent for her on that particular night, then Gene Money was the perfect foil for her. We thought that was made in hell. That was. It was beautiful. But
that reminds me, we need to get Sue Young.
Oh yeah.
She was on your
well,
list.
Either Sue Young or Papa Shango or someone like that.
If I'd known, I would have added Papa Shango into the save.
You got a Papa Shango? Yeah.
I do, but I've not added them into the save.
No worries.
With the companies and a few of the free agents, you need to add everyone in manually.
Yeah. The thing with Papa Shango, I was 5 years old, and Papa Shango a curse on the Ultimate Warrior, and it scared the absolute at me to the point where I stopped watching wrestling for about 2 years. Couldn't watch it I couldn't even watch WCW in case Papa Shango turned up. It was that screwy.
So Sue Young should be in. Yep, there she is. Oh, she's got a belt. And we've got her.
Excellent.
So, like, any other names off the top of your head that you would want to try and bring in?
Let me have a look. Let me think. Other than Mankind or the Fiend or
Yeah, Mankind.
yeah, something like that.
We've got Mankind.
Lovely. Yeah, as I say, the Fiend doesn't really do it for me match-wise usually, but in a fantasy booking thing, probably to have these basic characters out there. Yeah.
Oh, we got Martina there, 'cause, like, apparently Ring of Honor have released her in the game.
Blimey.
How dare they? That's the first lady of wrestling without context they're doing that to.
Cool.
She wants a lot of money, but it's okay, she's worth it. Alright, anyone else? A good mix of old and new here.
Yeah, have we got an odd number or are we good?
You can have, the way this mode works is you can have up to 10 matches, but you can basically have book as many matches on it as you want, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like up to 10.
Okay.
And unfortunately, there's no like 3-ways or 4-ways in this mode. It's all just like 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Have we got what horses have we got?
Horse. Oh. Well, let's see.
At the moment, so we got Walter.
Yeah, we brought in Walter. Our own roster. We're not really that horse heavy. I mean, we've got like Rusev. And that's about it.
Yeah.
So we could have a look and try to think of horses.
Looking for a Walter opponent, basically.
We'll get you your Fiend.
Yeah, lovely.
Which basically means anyone that, if you wanted pretty much anybody from WWE, they would probably say yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Samoa Joe's a bit of a horse. We got. Demo, bit of a horse.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the NXT
We've got
UK.
Candy Floss. We have a Candy Floss. Candy Floss, big star at Riptide.
Oh, she said no.
Oh, Neil! Ah. Outrageous.
It's like when we had Amy Alonzi on.
Yeah.
She tried to book more than Hype, and the only one that said no was Darren Kearney, and he's like our real life boyfriend.
what are they basing this on? This is nuts.
I've no idea. I guess it because I know that like their wrestling style sometimes comes into play with it.
Yeah.
Or like sometimes, like say if we tried to get like a John Cena or whatever, they might say no because he's one of their bigger stars.
Yeah.
But apart from that, there seems to be like it seems to be kind of random.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think maybe Meiko Satomura. I saw her name knocking around. That would be nice.
Oh hell yeah!
I get carried away.
I mean, money's no object here. You know, like we can do anything. You know, money's not real in this game. I can just add another 0. It's fine.
Pay her more then. She deserves it.
There, we got Mako. Anybody else?
I've lost count of how many people we've got, so I think we're good.
Alright, okay. So, save that.
At risk of being here all night if that's... Thank you, everyone.
Oh, it's happened before. Like last night, Everett booked a full 10-match card.
Yeah.
But
Afraid I don't have the time for a 10-match card. I'm afraid.
like the plus side to him doing that though is he because we've got like that daft wee leaderboard, and he is now top of it.
Oh, right. Yeah. Quantity and quality then, Mr. Everett.
Yeah. 'Cause you've seen, like, I mean, obviously you've played this game, you see how it works when you get, like, the percentage. You'll get, like, a show percentage at the end as well, which is basically just, like, the match average.
Leaderboard, yeah. So Shug's doing pretty good on there as well, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he was, like, he only just last night, because Everett taking first, he dropped down to third.
Ah, good.
My friend Maya was top for ages. Like, we had her on the same night we had Viper on, and let her book a rando card at the start, and she just like, and we ran all of, because it was the pre-show, we just ran all of her matches at like Benny Hill speed, and it ended up like being like the top rated show for like ages. Right, so how would you like to open with your show here?
Right. Well, let's look at this. Let's look at the card. Then we'll have a singles match.
Right,
What
so
we got?
again, we've got our own roster here. And the people you have brought in are Cara Noir, Mad Kurt, Mako Satomura, Session Moth, Mankind, Sue Young, Pac, Bray Wyatt, and Walter.
Alright. Well, should we do G Money versus the Fiend then? That'd be good.
We're going to make him the Undertaker.
Yeah, why not? Go on. He's got to level up, hasn't he? If Bray Wyatt's leveling up, then he's got to as well.
So that is your opener.
Yeah, sweet.
How do you follow that madness?
Right. Let's have a tag. Go on.
Alright, so who are you thinking? So again,
We got
Walter, Pac, Sue Young, Martina Mankind, Satomura, Cara Noir, Mad Kurt, and our own selection of lovely people here.
Okay. Well, we'll have Piper Niven then.
Ah. My girl.
There we go. Yeah. And we'll have Martina.
That is a team.
Yeah.
And their opponents.
Keep going along. See.
So, Cara Noir, Mad Kurt, Mako Satomura, Mankind, Sue Young, Pac, Walter.
How about Rosemary and Sue Young?
That is pretty much what I was thinking. Like,
There you
but
go.
I didn't want to try and influence your decision. Because I was like, oh, they would work together.
Yeah.
Oh, whoever did her made her with like regular gear as well. There we go.
Be pretty badass. Alright.
Alright.
Okay. A singles match.
Alright. Just so you know, by the way, on that list, mixed is like handicap matches, but they generally get lower ratings.
Yeah. Alright, let's have Walter.
Alright. Against Pac, Mankind, Satomura, Noir, Kurt.
Let's have Walter versus Mako Satomura then.
Oh, Jesus.
I know that was kind of just in Fight Club Pro, but they never went there, did they? So that would have been nice to see.
This is shaping up to be a banger of a card so far.
Right. Cara Noir and Pac rematch. Let's do it.
I'm into it.
The world wants to see it. Forgot to put Mad Kurt against Walter, but we'll find something for him to do. Yeah. All right.
What you thought of?
The Undertaker against. Oh, we haven't got him, have we? Oh, we didn't pick him.
Oh no, we didn't. No.
Okay. We'll find a big lad.
Well, we've got Mankind. He's quite a big lad.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
No worries, Chainsaw in the chat. Hope you're doing okay, mate. Hope you're holding up well. Right. So, singles match.
Yeah, Mankind, but like proper brutal '96.
Oh,
pulling
this
his
Mankind.
own hair out, Mankind. Yeah. No fun and games.
Against.
Kurt.
Alright. So, I'll just have a quick look at who we've got left. So,
Okay, yeah.
You've already used all your guests, so it's just our own roster left.
Okay, that's fine. Have a look. Oh, since it's from town main event anyway, so we'll work it out.
We got our boy Rusev there. Someone made a
Why don't we put
cracking-
your top star against Rusev in a nice rubber dub.
our top star.
Who's coming up through the ranks?
Let's see. Well, Johnny's pretty over. Shug's over. See, like those are. Everett's doing pretty well for himself. Looking sharp. Killer Kelly's doing alright. Taylor Dark's doing
Because what I've done is I've fallen into the trap of booking the matches I want to see rather than the audience.
Well, that's what, like most people, like most actual wrestlers that we have on, generally pick like either people they're friends with or wrestlers they grew up watching. So
yeah.
So we'll do Rusev against you. You think? Well, tell you what, we'll let the chat pick Rusev's opponent.
Yeah, good shout.
So chat, who should Rusev's opponent be? Oh, give us a name.
Goddamn song.
I know, it gets stuck in your head.
Yeah. Been having any?
Chainsaw is trying to think of one. Chat, what we're looking for right now is a name. Who should take on Miro, the former Rusev, in our main event?
No, we didn't sign him. Chris Hero. That would be tasty though. Really think we didn't see the like Rusev used to fullest extent. He could have been an absolute beast, couldn't he?
Oh god,
But,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah. I think the problem is that you bring in a beast quite often if you're booking him every single week. Any kind of character development, you can only go from squashing people to using a lot. Which is where he fell in, because then it's kind of, you know, when a big scary guy debuts in WWE, it's always the case of like how long before they've got a dancing gimmick.
Yeah. See, I'm looking at our list. I'm thinking either Shug, Johnny, or Everett. That's the thing for the chat regulars. It is just the people we have signed that we have left to pick from.
Yeah.
We have already used up all of our invited people. We have a triple threat then. Well, we
Makes
can't
it
do
easier.
those, unfortunately.
Oh, we can't. Okay. Sort of.
What about
Charity
Shug? 'Cause
thing.
I know he's been to Riptide before.
Oh yeah. Love a bit of sugar, doesn't it?
Yeah. Getting to wrestle, you know, your boy Chris Jericho these days. You know, on the big telly.
Yeah.
A referee will be Big Hands Johnson. So, a relatively short card, but
Very happy for.
yeah, well, God,
for
yeah. So let's confirm that.
I'd pay to watch this show. I don't know about you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thing is with Fire Pro, I had to go. Jay, who runs the Riptide podcast, friend of mine, he's got Fire Pro, and he let me have a go on it once, like 10 minutes before we were going to record a podcast, and I didn't know the button combos or anything like that. I just didn't have a clue what was going on. It was rubbish, but when I saw it, it was yeah.
There is like a very steep learning curve to Fire Pro.
Yeah. But I saw it was on sale on the PlayStation Store. I thought, well, it was like 12 quid, and I thought if it gives me a couple of hours of entertainment, then why the hell not? Actually, yeah, once you get the hang of it, it's super fun.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, I've been playing them for a while. The first one I bought was actually the one that was out on the PS2.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
But they've been coming out since, like, you know, like the Super Nintendo.
Like,
Just like most of them weren't actually released outside of like Asia, basically.
Yeah.
So, show friends in the chat is about to begin. We're here with Tom West from Riptide Wrestling. We're raising money for the Samaritans in memory of Hana Kimura. Fantastic cause. I mean, the fact that we're up to £790 is just like I've been lost for words so many times with people's generosity towards this, and yeah, and the fact that we've still got a couple of days to go, you know. But that's
very
enough
bloody well done, mate.
Yeah, that's enough of me getting emotional. You know, let's have a wrestling show. Gene Money as the Undertaker versus the Fiend. Why not? Have you ever seen Gene doing these Undertaker stick?
I've seen photos and I think maybe like GIFs and stuff, but I don't think I've certainly never been there when it's happened. No.
Yeah, because it's all been like up on like Discovery, but again, like my local one. But a lot of the stuff's like up on YouTube and that.
Yeah.
Like things like, because it started, him and Shug had a zombie lumberjack match, and they hired like a bunch of the people from like one of those like, you know, kind of zombie survival courses you can do to be like the zombies around the ring.
Oh, goodness sake, yeah.
And you know, Gene gets turned into a zombie at the end, and then like the next show, Martina comes out and does an open challenge, and like he answers it dressed head to toe like the Undertaker. And like comes out, plays the entrance completely straight faced and everything.
Yeah.
And it included like him and Martina doing like the old Undertaker Lesnar like sit up and laugh at each other spot.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen the photos of that. Yeah.
The one that cracked me up was when he was wrestling Shug again. He grabbed him by the arm and like starts dragging him to the corner to do like old school.
Yeah.
And as he starts climbing up, he just starts like, because you know what Gene's like, he loves like a laugh. And he just like starts belting out like, "You done it now! You gone and made a big mistake."
Yeah. It's his match with Stu Young at Riptide is just something else. Like,
I've only seen the entrance so far where he comes out and like hooks a ghost.
Yeah. At one point he gets what's the contraption they use at Ghostbusters where they suck up the ghost into the little box with the he brings a brings the bloody Hoover out and
Gene,
is,
Gene's a guy I could never tire of watching.
he's a good lad as well. And,
Oh, he's a great guy.
Yeah, honestly, one of the guys that you see and just instantly fills you with joy.
He was literally the first guest booker we had.
Oh, great! There you go then. Yeah.
The second, we actually did 2 shows, but the second one, we just like invited a bunch of people to be on our show and picked the card completely at random. And one of the matches that threw at us was Angel Hayes, who, if you're not familiar with her, a young woman from Glasgow, from Glasgow.
Not familiar, no.
She's like still only like 18, but like already like insanely good for how young she is.
Oh, cool.
And like she's already wrestled like down at like Eve and stuff like that. So the match that it threw at us was her against Batista,
Right. Yeah.
and she won.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, here on Pro Wrestling Insiders, as our referee Big Hands Johnson looks on.
I was going to say, so is there a kayfabe explanation for the enormous hands of this gentleman?
His hands are just so muscly from like repeatedly making the count.
Okay.
In
Sorry,
reality, I literally just thought of the name Big Hands Johnson and just like,
Yeah.
right, I'm making a ref called that. Because there is no shortage of just like daft stuff that like me and friends have made in here as well.
Oh yeah. Here goes Gene. Come on, Gene. You can do it.
I believe in Gene. I believe he can beat the Fiend. Is the Fiend any match for the Undertaker?
Can't remember who it was, but they uploaded some photos of their rabbits online. I think it was it referee James Greenwood? Oh, I had a couple of rabbits wrestling on a trampoline. It was like a case of like he was commentating, he was reffing the match. It was like who's in this match, and it's like, well, it's obviously Gene Bunny and the Undertaker, then, isn't it? Like, good fun bun.
Oh,
Count.
me and Gene have already agreed as well that when things get back to normal and wrestling shows can happen again, those like creepy fans you get that like you'll have seen the pictures doing the rounds. Like there's one I think of like with Becky Lynch where he's like pretty much like spooning her, and I think there's an Alexa Bliss one as well. So me and Gene are going to recreate that, but with him spooning me.
That picture of Becky's iconic, where like he's really uncomfortably close, and she's just got that clenched fist.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how
any closer and you're going to get this. Yeah.
I don't know how a human can lack so much awareness to not
that's
realise
true,
how bloody uncomfortable she clearly is, and Gene just like
You got it.
yeah, Gene just critical the Fiend.
He mauled him. Oh my god.
Gene going into business for himself.
He's done what John Cena couldn't. The LG.
So it's only 70%, but that is because it ended prematurely by knockout. But you know what? I think for the sake of Gene Money knocking out the Fiend, I think it's worth it.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't need a 6-star work rate Tokyo Dome match, do you?
Oh god, no. I mean, like, one of my favourite matches back in the day that I still love to watch sometimes is Meng versus the Giant from WCW Nitro.
Yeah, I never saw it.
It's literally only about 2 minutes long. But it's just them, like, there's a urban legend that it kind of turned semi-shoot.
God.
Because, well, only semi, because what happened was, like, supposedly, and I'm only going on, what I've heard, obviously, I can't verify either way if this is 100% true. But the story is that the Giant was supposed to just come in, chokeslam Meng, and go over, and that was it. And, Meng was like, no. He was like, his thing was like, he didn't object to losing, just losing so easily.
But perhaps the listeners who aren't necessarily au fait with not WCW, this is Haku versus the Big Show, right?
Yes. And Haku is again, for anyone that doesn't know, is possibly the most legendarily hardest man in wrestling.
Oh God. Yeah.
So it's he's Big Show's trying to hit him and stuff, and he's just brushing it off. And at one point, and because it's one of those where you can tell the difference, Big Show hits him full force in the head, and Meng just stands there and shouts at him. And,
Jesus.
And come on! And the finish is actually really cool, because it goes for the Tongan Death Grip. Right at the same time, Big Show goes for the chokeslam, and the whole thing is Big Show's arms are longer, so he manages to get the chokeslam and get the pin. But it's one of those matches. Whether or not that story behind it's true, I don't know. But for the sight of one of the sort of, I guess, lower mid card guys really taking it to one of the big names, because I've always liked watching those kind of matches.
Yeah.
Or the Goldberg Steven Regal one, where Regal just takes him down and wraps him up in knots.
Like the Regal Triple H match there on Raw when Triple H was being introduced.
Oh god! Or there was one Triple H and Taka Michinoku as well, I believe.
Oh yeah.
It was about 2000. And obviously anyone who's watched Taka Michinoku, we don't need to tell you how good he is.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing. It's one like a Brock Lesnar or something like that. People complain about how boring Brock Lesnar is, but pretty much all of my dream WWE matches are Brock Lesnar.
I mean, I get it. My favourite matches of his are always where he's up against someone that can really take it to him. His match with the Big Show at Survivor Series 2002. Because it's two big, large guys that are both equally capable of launching each other about the ring.
Was that some sort of crazy stipulation?
That was the match where Paul Heyman ditched Lesnar and went away with the Big Show.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that match was fantastic.
I must apologise for putting the women second. That is a trope in Brit Rest that should be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Gnarly team we've got here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm not really familiar with their trajectory in Impact. I think were they on the same page before falling out?
Kind of. But they did have quite the rivalry there as well. She's an absolute sweetheart as well. Again, one of our guests. Put on a damn fine show.
Oh yeah. We love Viper.
I was actually talking about Rosemary, but Viper as well.
Oh right, Rosemary's booked a show?
Yeah.
Oh cool. We would have loved to have worked with Viper more in Riptide. She got a absolutely enormous when we had her as a surprise Rumble entrant in 2018. We only managed to get her down for another show before she was signed. Yeah, she's fantastic.
Oh, she's I've known her for years now, and she's just genuinely one of the loveliest people.
shines through, right? The charisma, like you.
Oh, totally. And like the fact that like the success that she's had hasn't changed her in the slightest. Like I love her to bits, and I wish her like all the success in the world, because she deserves all of it.
Yeah, for real.
Like I've told this story on stream before, but the first time I met her was at a Fierce Female show in I think 2013, and it was like an after party thing. So a lot of the girls, you know, like Kaylee Ray, Rhea O'Reilly, the Owens twins were all up like dancing and stuff, dressed up and everything, and like Viper's just cutting around with a pint and a Deftones t-shirt.
Oh, cool.
Like, yeah, that's my kind of person.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's like, I've known her since then. She's always just been like the sweetest, loveliest person on the earth.
Yeah, we used to describe and kick out. We used to describe pops at Riptide on the Viper scale based on that surprise debut. Then comes Martina.
Yep. Thank you to the Parts Craft for allowing that lovely leopard print gear that she's wearing.
Yeah, Joe Exotic look.
Yeah, I've still not watched Tiger King.
You know,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good. It was like the kick off to lockdown distraction when it was all really, really dark. That shit's not got worse now, but I think we're just a little bit more climatised to it, perhaps. Here we go.
Right, there we go.
I'm always so impressed with Too Young's ability to just stay in character and just her dedication to the craft.
Have you seen her match with Orange Cassidy?
I have, yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's one of those things where people can criticise those kinds of characters all they like, but again, when scrolling through YouTube, you just see Orange Cassidy versus Too Young. You think, what would that look like? the way that what you go into it, expecting Orange Cassidy to be the one that's like phased by it.
Yeah.
Actually, Too Young is the straight person in that. And she just can't handle Orange Cassidy's shit. It's too much for her. That was a really nice twist on it. I really enjoyed that.
That and the match he had with Pac as well, because it was like Pac had for me the perfect balance between like leaning into the joke and being like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. It definitely helps. Orange Cassidy's obviously, very on a background of actually being a very, very good wrestler, but
God, yeah, he's fantastic.
yeah, the way he can just turn it on means he has to work. You know, it's ironic, the character in that, but he has to work less hard to get a big pop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean I guess like that's a smart way of going about it, you know. Like the whole thing with wrestling is, try and get as over as possible by doing as little damage to yourself.
Oh yeah, serve yourself. Yeah.
And the fact that he's able to do stuff like like the kip up with the hands in the pockets and stuff, which is way more ridiculously difficult than it sounds.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't know where to begin. Evil Court! Here we go! This could be it!
Session him off with the save. We were talking about like the dream matches last night. Like dream matches, there was one last night that Andrew Everett booked, and it was one of those matches that I had never thought about until now, and now I'm just heartbroken that it can never happen. It was Gene Money against Larry Sweeney.
Leave before his time, right?
Sorry?
I had a very, very limited experience of watching Larry Sweeney on the old Ring of Honor.
Oh
Really.
yeah. Like that would have been just fantastic. And it's a real shame, and we said this last night as well, that like when him passing away when he did, kind of missed out on like the sort of renaissance of independent wrestling, because he'd be a huge star right now.
Yeah. I mean, discussion of Owen Hart lately made me think like if we'd managed to hang on a couple more years, you'd have had him versus Eddie, you'd have had him versus Angle. Just really great matches. Then of course, what we don't realise is that there's a plethora of amazing Owen Hart matches that aren't necessarily on or and in your house and WrestleMania and all that. There's plenty of Owen Hart in other places. Ignorant. Yeah.
Oh, totally. Like his stuff in Germany and that.
Yeah. I had no idea about any of that.
See, I got quite lucky when I was younger because like my cousin got in touch with a tape trader, so I got exposed to like a lot of stuff that a lot of my people like about my age didn't really when they were younger.
Right.
In the UK at least, because I mean, sort of early 90s, you'll remember how like there was not much apart from like WWF and later on WCW videos.
Yeah, I found this old tape train. I can't even remember where I found it. Probably teletext or something. But there was a list of. I bought a FFW chest from there once, and we all got together and watched the barbed wire exploding death match. And like it had Braun Nakano in some sort of death match in that one as well.
I think she did a few, yeah.
Yeah.
I know like FMW had a Sharks Suchiya.
I don't quite remember. It was just we were watching it. Just here we go.
Oh. Jaeger bomb, because it's like the closest move to the Jaeger bomb in the game.
Oh, really good. What was it?
It was Code Red.
Okay.
Oh, Viper's at it again! With the attacks after the bell's gone. There you go, 100%.
I seem to have developed a pattern here of booking lovable baby faces against horrible monsters. in fact, that is quite common actually.
Yeah. Speaking of which, next up, Walter versus Meiko Satomura.
I look forward to this.
My money's on Meiko for this one. What do you think, chat? Who's got this one? Big Walter.
Just such an aura.
I've still never seen him live.
We had him. We've had him for about, I think, 3 matches at Riptide. Still, he left a long sleeve backstage that I was wearing the other day. It took me like 2 years to pluck up the courage to wear it because it's just got the aura on it. He's amazing.
I think the only time he's wrestled up here was for ICW, like a few years back, and that was against BT Gunn. Which BT Gunn, despite his comparative lack of size to Walter, is about the only guy on earth that can do chops just as loud as he can.
Yeah. Oh no, we had him 4 times. I think he wrestled 104. He wrestled before Mike Bailey, which was insane. And then he had Bronson Reed, aka Jonah Rock. And then wrestled It's the Open with Tim Thatcher. I did manage to check out that Tim Thatcher and Matt Riddle each thing yesterday, Nice.
Oh, I'll need to watch that. Yeah,
It was pretty nuts.
I fell asleep before all that started. Tim Thatcher's another one I've only seen once. Again, because
We only managed to get him once.
he came up here to wrestle Joe Hendry. Which was really bloody good, because obviously with Joe being like a legit amateur wrestler now, was
Yeah.
like he's legitimately won like national championships in the UK and stuff. So it was like.
Must
really
admit, my viewing of Joe Hendry's been only through World of Sport and
the entrances.
a little bit of maybe like I might have seen him on like Fire and stuff.
Yeah, he's been so much. He's been so good like since doing the amateur wrestling, because he's like worked that into his style. Like I was there when he made his debut in amateur wrestling, and he won a silver medal in his weight class at this like UK-wide invitational thing after only 4 weeks of training. Because he's one of those annoying bastards that's just ridiculously good at whatever he does. Yeah, Mako's got this, I think. Oh! Take down
All the big,
Oh jeez.
all the names that I don't think he's on the market for independent booking anymore. For sure, Mako, but I would love here in Brighton at some point.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd love to see her do some wrestling live.
Like I'm probably quite uncultured as far as like her back catalogue as well. Really, like the most I've seen of her is through her makeup mainstream Mae Young stuff. Just fantastic. Like really gets the best out of everybody. Like
Did you see the match she had with Kaylee Ray?
yeah.
Oh, that was brilliant.
She wrestled Kayla Kelly and Meet Storm, didn't she, on that corner? There she goes. Time for the driver. It's over. Oh no, it's not.
Only two. So, like,
Got it back.
for anyone in the chat who's maybe not familiar with Riptide Wrestling, because we've got like a few Americans in there as well, how would you describe the company?
Riptide Wrestling is based in Britain, in the UK. On the south, it's the most liberal, left-wing. It's in the UK. So yeah, the values stick through. But basically, we want to present wrestling in such a way that anybody can enjoy it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, there's a lot of barriers to that with regards to.
I think you're cutting out a bit.
We try and present our product with a really like cinematic style. Like that's kind of, I guess, cinematic is a word that's thrown around quite a lot at the moment, based on what the big players have been doing. But
Yeah, because
that's
it's not
kind of been our
cinematic in the same way as, say, like the Firefly Funhouse match. It's
No,
the way it's
no.
shot.
We've been filming using really awesome cameras and production team for the last nearly 3 years now, and it's kind of, here goes Mako.
Oh. I told
Done
you.
it! He's done it! They're looking up the odds. Amazing. Yeah, so like Riptide, if you like watching independent wrestling because it's badly shot and the audio is terrible, then I'd really urge you to give it a go, because really do put a lot of effort in as far as making it look pristine and presentable.
We've got a comment in the chat for you, by the way, from Hags16, who says, "Hey chaps, hey Tom, said on the Rippy Discord I would check in and watch with you, mate. Can't believe you forgot the Rippy MVP Speedball Mike Bailey as one of your guest picks.
Yeah.
But you've got a banger of a card there, to be fair."
Thank you, Ian. Yeah, the Speedball has been involved in I mean, so many great matches at Riptide.
Oh yeah,
He's something else.
he's absurdly good, and a lovely man as well.
Yeah, very, very approachable. But you can put him in any situation, and I believe he's allowed to work in America next year, or there's.
That's good to hear.
Something quite. Yeah, something I might just be say, but I mean, I hope so, because the guy deserves all the success, really.
And hello, anyone from that Riptide Discord that's come in. We're here raising money for the Samaritans in memory of Hana Kimura, who is, I imagine you all know, tragically lost her life last weekend. Probably don't need to tell you all about what the Samaritans do. It's a great charity, and people have been so generous and helped us raise £790 odd already. Is just like, it's breathtaking. And like, I get not everyone can donate right now because everyone, like, so many people can't work or have no income and have their own stuff to worry about. But even just being here, having a laugh with us and like telling your friends, having them come in is enough, because like, well, I love doing these shows. They're always a good laugh. So everyone who's come in from who happens to be here come in from the Riptide Wrestling Discord, welcome. Hope you'll stay with us. We've got Jayla Dark, former Pro Wrestling Eve and Ice Ribbon, coming in on tomorrow. And on Sunday we're just going to have a big free-for-all and see who we can rustle up. And I'm going to be on all damn day. And next up, a rematch that Tom has wanted to bequeath us with, of Cara Noir versus Pac, which, you know, Riptide Classic, certainly one of the matches that I saw, you know, like a lot of people talking about for a long time after it happened.
Yeah, we were very, very proud of this one. So Cara Noir at Riptide, the Enigma, he's been with us since 2017, but has yet to win a single match. Has put on continuously match of the night, including against said amazing Speedball Mike Bailey and all sorts. He just, I mean, you could say anything about how amazing the character is, but the story we have where he just continuously steals the show but can't quite get the job done.
Yeah.
He was up against a mystery opponent. He got to the point where he was so popular that we had him in the main event against a mystery opponent. We were super excited to see who it was, and then out walked Pac. And you can imagine, if you haven't seen the video, how crazy the crowd was when they realised that they were watching, you know, a guy that had just wrestled. He wrestled at WrestleMania in the dark match, right? But it's like, yeah, he's one of the biggest stars out there. Like, he's incredible.
Yeah,
and then we realised that there are the flat watchers and make the match. Yeah, he can do anything. Like,
I would say for like the level of ability that he has, he's also probably like the most versatile in terms of people who are in that sort of category of skill level. Maybe just like him, like people, you know, like people like him and Chris Hero, who can just pretty much do anything.
I mean, you know, I'd imagine you probably saw that man match with Kenny Omega. Went hell for leather, and there was no. I don't think there was any discrepancy as far as quality of either guy goes. They're both just level.
I mean, he's always been damn good, but like, he still just seems to keep getting better. I've got a couple of DVDs over there, and you know, maybe some of the older UK fans watching this will know what I'm on about. I've got a couple of 1PW DVDs, and like, he's on them, you know, back when he was a lot skinnier back then, but he was also still very, very good.
I've got a DVD of. Oh no, go up. Got a DVD of him headlining. What was it? Dragon Gate UK.
Oh, great!
went to that show in Cambridge and saw him and the Young Bucks against. Hang on, I'll dig it out. And the Young Bucks against Pac, BB Hulk and Naruki Doi.
Oh god.
Shingo was on the show. Sato Yoshino versus Dragon Kid. That was the Lion Kid's first match. It's the Lion Kid, was that one?
Oh wow.
Marty Skrull, Party Marty was on there as well. As started the show, but actually at the time I probably wouldn't have known of any of these guys, but I mean, maybe the Young Bucks. But yeah, what they went on to become was pretty startling.
Karen Noir, well, I spoke too soon. I was about to say Karen Noir really taking it to him, but Pac turning things around now. It's that curse of the commentator.
The big narrative throughout the Riptide match was Karen Noir, struck by Pac, was wanting him to shake his hand, refusing to shake Karen Noir's hand. And he got a through story going through a match. Then he present what you want someone to see, and that's the handshake.
Yeah.
The whole match comes around the story about is Pac gonna respect Karen Noir and take his hand or not. And continuously the match goes on and builds more and more and more. It could have just been a big spot there. It had everything as far as drama and story. And that's how a great match becomes an all-timer.
Yeah.
When there's some real intrigue as opposed to who's going to score the three. Oh!
The big elbows versus the slap them titties. So big elbows that win.
No. Oh no, I will not stay down. The break. Hey, power
Drop
driver.
them right on the neck again.
This is some intense stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
It goes.
I figured it was going to get a high rating anyway because it's, you know, like these two, but
Yeah.
oh, Oshiguroshi.
The moment we've got Karen Noir, like, just the amount of, I've mentioned the amazing matches that Karen Noir's had down in Brighton. He really has churned out some absolute bangers with Cassius, with Ashmore, TK Cooper, and he's done it!
He did it.
He's won one!
Like, I was thinking because like he's very much, I would say, one of the guys that's like synonymous with Riptide. Like when I think of Riptide wrestling, he's generally one of the first like wrestlers I would think of.
Look at that, match evaluation.
99. So you know you're
There we go.
like after the disappointing rating at least of the opener with Gene Money beating the Fiend by knockout. You know you're pulling it back up there.
Hello, Gene. You ruined it! You ruined it!
I'm gonna tell Gene about that and he'll just piss himself laughing. So next up, Mankind versus Mad Kurt.
This isn't one I had in my head prior to this. I'd sort of thought about booking Mankind, but Mad Kurt was a bit of a spurious choice, but I'm very glad we did it. Love 56 Mankind. This would be my favourite character ever. I love that he has entrance music and exit music.
Yeah. Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
I think he might have been the first person to do that.
Yeah.
First that I can think of, anyway.
Just how the opening music was all like sinister and deranged, and then the closing music for a character like that, juxtaposition of like the soft piano music that was supposedly his mum playing him to sleep.
Mm.
Like, yes, what a character. To think that came in, and people were like, "Why isn't he Cactus Jack? This is rubbish." But in Mankind, I'd take over any of his characters. That little era. It only lasted about a year and a half, but bloody hell.
Yeah. And speaking of characters, Mad Kurt.
I mean, who has elevated themselves more in the last year and a half?
Oh, totally. Got to get in the ring with Minoru Suzuki of all people. It did not end well.
This is it, right? Like, he's managed to get. I could have picked basically any wrestler in the world
Yeah.
to be on this card. And here's Mad Kurt. He puts his way onto any card by knowing what he is, by knowing what he's good at. He found his niche.
Oh, totally.
Like, I think it's a very similar situation with the anti-fun police, where they realised that, well, they realised that if they can be the antithesis to a fun team,
Yeah.
and then inevitably get booked on every show possible with all the fun teams, so that the fun team can seem more fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's the perfect gimmick for like so many of like the UK companies that they're thriving in right now. Totally.
Yeah. And if you're a promoter, you want a show to be deemed so fun that someone called the police.
Yeah.
Right? It makes total sense to book them. Like they've really done really well. Very, very proud of them.
Oh, hello Tigray, how you doing? We've got Mad Kurt versus Mankind. That's a real sentence I just said.
Do you remember when Mankind debuted on Raw and he absolutely just murdered Holly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Holly is just like picking up sort of the phlegm, and love that. Bring in a guy and just make him look like an absolute murderer.
Yeah. That's the thing with Foley, because he's done like that, but also like so many, like obviously the other characters, but all, I guess, like the different variations of them.
Yeah.
And he just excels at all of them.
Yeah. I think, Mankind's sort of lovable walk probably is what got him over the most in the end. I guess it's kind of like when a punk band releases like a really dark, harsh album, and the underground fans really love it. It's the sort of more poppy, accessible stuff that breaks through in the end.
Yeah.
It's like that. I'm always just into the darker, weirder shit.
Oh no, I get that. Can you imagine what he's going to be like on Twitter if he beats Mankind?
Oh my god. Mick Foley's just signed off Twitter for a month, he reckons. Otherwise, in fact, this could be quite good because Mad Kurt could be calling him out for the rest of the month, couldn't he? Now.
Yeah.
Coward.
Yeah. Mad Kurt versus Cactus Jack, even. Like I'm talking like IWA Japan Cactus Jack.
Oh yeah. Well, that DDT, this could be it.
Mad Kurt's too tough.
All the underdogs have won so far, so Kurt's actually got a pretty good opportunity here.
So he's slowly but surely wearing them down.
Putting Mankind in the Tree of Woe! Amazing! Michaels doesn't like that much. Pretty evenly matched this.
Yeah. Mad Kurt putting up way more of a fight than I would have expected. Because, you know, it's Mankind.
Oh,
Oh, but Mad Kurt's not done yet. Going toe to toe with Mankind.
hulk it up! Bloody hell. Better digging stats.
That's the thing, like, because I made this Mad Kurt and I know that comparatively to Mankind, his stats are insanely low.
Yeah,
Oh,
here we go.
got reversed.
Equilibrium is resumed.
But there is ways to have people with low stats that can still put up a damn hell of a fight.
Yeah. And Connor's been on the top rope way too often.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that time it was a part of a reversal, but...
Yeah. I do love, I remember watching as a kid, and Shawn Michaels was the babyface champion. He's cutting a promo, and all of a sudden, Mankind fucking runs in and just absolutely obliterates him.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like terrifying as a kid, but so intriguing.
Oh,
Oh no! No blow!
not like this! And like that match is like still one of Foley's best matches as well.
Yeah, it's so good.
I've actually got a Foley DVD, and it's mostly just him talking, like, to the camera, like, about the sort of latter part of his full-time career. You know, like, the Rock and Sock stuff and being the commissioner and stuff. But there's a part on it where, like, the extras on it are, like, they asked him to pick, like, 5 of his favourite WWF matches.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously, you know, like, the one with, like, Shawn Michaels is on there. I don't think the Triple H Royal Rumble one was, but I think that was more because this DVD came out round about the same time as that pay-per-view came out on DVD also, and we, you know, didn't want to give the match away for nothing on another DVD.
Oh, right. Oh,
But-
okay, so, yeah.
But, like, one of the matches he put on it for a laugh was the... Oh, Mankind gets it.
Oh, no.
One of the other matches he put on it for a laugh was the Al Snow Big Boss Man Kennel from Hell match.
Or is it him and Jonathan Coachman doing guest commentary?
That's Kevin Kelly.
Yeah.
And they just sit and rip the piss out of it.
Yeah.
So
Not a bad
79.
score for that.
Yeah. So now main event time. Miro, the man formerly known as Rusev, versus Shug. Scroll all the way down and go with no. Main event time. Who have you got, chat? Miro or Shug?
Money's on Pineapple Pete, I reckon. He's firing up.
Oh yeah. We all love and respect Shug in this house. And on this stream. Oh, hello Zeratal. Miro. They're behind Rusev on this one. Which is understandable, I mean, he's a big boy.
Used to, as you're a decent wrestling fan of a couple of decades, you'll probably remember the old Wrestle Crap website. I think the Rusev, Lana, Lashley will probably be the worst thing I've seen on
Oh, it's a Hall of
television
Famer for them, totally.
for a long time.
And the fact that, like, you know, like, they gave Rusev so much stuff like that, and he was still able to, like make it entertaining.
Yeah.
Zera, it's just like Tom's. I think it's just the connection. Like it cuts out a little bit sometimes. Try and turn it up a bit. Hopefully that'll help.
I think laptop gives off a fucking weird noise, hence the
right.
sound. Yeah, I did a lot of Zoom calls at work where I've had to put my mic on mute.
Oh, right, okay.
Sorry to anyone who's experiencing that.
See, like, I don't notice it as much, but I've got really bad hearing, so...
Okay, yeah.
So, like, Suge was also one of the first guest bookers we had on. He booked a tag team tournament.
Very nice.
That he and Aisha Raymond won, by the way. But, so, like, it was the Teddy Long Tag Team Invitational. And here's the thing, he managed to get Teddy Long to call in. Yeah. He'd done like an interview on a podcast earlier in the day. And the guy that interviewed him was also interviewing Teddy Long later in the day, and he passed Suge's number on to him, and Teddy called him while we were on.
Yeah, to pay for himself.
Yeah.
Booking him in a one-on-one match against The Undertaker.
Oh, he was like hitting out with all those lines when he was on. It was great.
I mean, I know we've had some pretty heavy hitters as far as card goes, but I mean, you've got a guy that's recently been in a major headlining spot on Dynamite, which is a recently released WWE superstar. This is quite a marquee match, to be honest.
Oh, totally. And like, I think like once everything's back to normal, like Rusev's got it made. Because he's so charismatic. Oh, and that was the thing, is like Chainsaw just pointed out in the chat. Like afterwards, like after Teddy was gone, like Suge was literally just like marking out on the stream. He's like, I've been watching that guy since Doom.
You've got to save your marking out for the second they leave.
I mean, we've all got our moments like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm usually pretty good at keeping it together, but the first time I met Mick Foley, I was like, you know, like kind of, holy shit, that's Mick Foley. And that was just at like a signing.
I told this story a little bit on. Here we go. I told this story a little bit on Twitter, but I'll tell it again. We were just been to WrestleMania 24, where it was the Ric Flair "Sorry I Love You." It was the Undertaker and Edge headlining, from where all the fireworks went into the crowd and mauled somebody. Pretty crazy show. The day after, we're at Florida Mall, and the Edge comes around the corner. He's just shopping, but like I'm 21 and I'm flat out. I'm going to be Edge.
Yeah.
So I leg up to it. And I'm like, oh, dude, like, can I get a photo with you? And he's like, I started, man. I'm kind of shopping with my family at the moment. I want to be respectful. I'm like, okay, no worries. Cheers. Thank you. To meet you. Sort of thing. But then, like an hour later, we're in the car park, and I'm going, oh, it's a shame that we couldn't get a photo with Edge. And then all of a sudden, you just hear the honk of a horn. We turn around and there's a big fuck off like a Hummer, like a big stretch, not a limo, but you know, a big old bastard like that.
Yeah.
And window winds down, and Edge sticks his head out the window, gives us a smile and a wave as they drive off. Our holiday was paid after that. It was like, yes, Edge remembered us from an hour ago. totally. So barking out as much as you can when you're a 21-year-old shite wrestling fan, like. Yeah. It's not to condone ever hassling a wrestler when they're out and about with their families.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Don't do that. So taking it to shook here.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's that facebuster. He's won matches with that before.
Woo!
I only got to see
So
Edge
we're looking for
live
the,
once.
Oh,
That
yeah?
was like it was just like a house show in Glasgow. It was him, Orton, and Umaga against
Oh, yeah.
DX and Cena. So it was like 2006.
Yeah.
It was like shortly after Jeff Hardy came back, because I remember he was on against John Morrison. I think Shug can do this. I mean, I love both these men, but I think I might love Shug that bit more.
Got to avoid the accolade.
Now he's putting up a fight. I mean, we all know, like, Shug loves his shenanigans, but make no mistake, the man can wrestle. Oh, Big Miro with the suplex, so. And Shug gets the win!
Done it!
That's our boy.
Very competitive. Bit break 70%.
100%.
100!
So, we'll get your average now. I mean, it's got the 88 up there, but it'll be 88 point something. So, 88.8.
It's success.
It's the old school teletext subtitles number.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to look at the leaderboard, see where that puts you. So, on the leaderboard.
Think about being over 30 years old, you get to remember stuff like that fondly.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Out of 32 now, including you, competitors on the leaderboard, that puts you at 19th place.
Ah,
So you're like mid-table. That's the thing, a very high standard has been set. Like, you have to go, like, the lowest position of anybody that's like below an average of 90 is 15th. And that's like a joint, that's a tie actually between Debbie Keitel and Killer Kelly.
There you go.
And this also seems to be a curse. That like, because we've had a few like sort of promoters, bookers, writers, however you want to term it on, and like none of them seem to be in the upper reaches of the table. So I don't know if it's like the Fire Pro curse of it or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, 2 of our top 5 aren't even wrestlers. 2 of them are artists.
You come in cold. You got to make these tough decisions on just appearing on your event.
It's one of the reasons I wanted to try and get Justine on, because like the artists seem to be doing really well.
Yeah. Bet Justin did a good show.
Oh, I'm
Interesting
actually sure.
guy.
Justine, if you're out there listening, you've got an open offer to come on here. Yeah, number 1 place, by the way, is. In fact, I'll bring up for the benefit of any of the newer people in the chat who haven't seen the leaderboard. I'll bring it up there now. As I
Top 20. Top 20 in.
yeah, there's the leaderboard as it stands right now, with the averages next to them. There is still not including your effort yet, because I've not edited the image yet, but There's still only one effort below 80. That was a joint effort with Lou King, Sharp and Krieger trying to book a deathmatch show. So Andrew Everett still number 1, Shugs in 3rd. We've got Rob Downey, very talented artist who designs merch for a lot of wrestlers up here and in Ireland.
Love Rob Downey's art.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, he was on the other night and he scored an average of 95.6.
Very good. What's his main event?
What was his main event?
Or the best match on that show?
He booked quite a few. Trying to remember. Because he mostly booked people that like he's done like merch for and stuff. You know, so like Martina, Amy Alonzi, the Woke Queens, people like that.
Great.
Jayla Dark as well. He designed her final ever T-shirt.
Oh, thankfully the reputation and the budget of Riptide wasn't on the line here, so we could go a bit wild. The immortal words of Father Fenton Stack, I've had my fun and that's all that matters.
Told you, money's not real in this game.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Tetsuya Naito left New Japan.
Oh shit.
A bunch of people want more money. They'll get more money. Money's not real in this game, so they can have as much as they want. Before we go, like, I want to say thank you very much to Tom for joining me for this.
Pleasure, thank you.
But there is a tradition, a way that we close out the streams. Because as you know, as someone who's played Fire Pro Wrestling, that you not only can you do wrestling matches, but you can do shoot fights as well. So, with that in mind, Spike Dragon here just in time for like the real main event of every stream, and that is where we ask our guest Tom West, who is going to go into a shoot fight with a bear.
Oh shit! Alright, well I mean, since we tried to book Sierra Loxton and she was having none of it.
Sierra Loxton versus a bear.
Yeah. See what he gets on.
There we go.
And this would be a mad Kurt spot if we hadn't booked him already, really. But...
Oh yeah. I mean, there is people, I will point out, that have beaten the bear, but it's mostly people you would expect. You know, Chris Hero beat the bear, Tyler Bate beat the bear, Aisha Raymond beat the bear.
You ain't somebody who's beating a bear.
Oh, and Brad Armstrong beat the bear as well. So here we go.
Was Bob Armstrong Backnine Man?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first ever wrestler I ever watched.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, yeah. My mum turned on WCW on ITV, it must have been about 92, maybe 91. The first ever match I ever remember watching was like a squash match with the Backline Man being the featured wrestler. My first ever favourite wrestler.
Yeah. See, like the first match I ever saw, and was about the same time, but like in this region of Scotland, at least they didn't show WCW on ITV. Yeah. It was only like further up north that they showed it up here for some reason. But the first match I ever saw was actually from WrestleMania 7. Walking into my cousin's room, and they were watching that, and I walked in right at the intros for Snuka versus The Undertaker.
Oh man!
And like being, like 7 years old, and this big 7-foot zombie-looking guy and this like crazy guy in tiger pants. I was like, right, what's this? I'm hooked.
Yeah.
So, what do you think Sierra Loxton's tactic should be against the bear?
It's like a big old tree, you've got to go for the legs, take it down from the bottom, like the roots. Maybe see those big old claws there on those toes.
Yeah.
Really giving them a bit of a fight.
Sierra bust
Play
open.
dirty when you're fighting a bear. maybe it's almost a shame because we're in an octagon here of sorts, and Sierra Lockton can't hit those ninja hit attacks. So I think she might be at a disadvantage.
Yeah, she does love launching herself hip first at things.
Yeah. I think she's at a disadvantage in that A, can't hit signature hip attacks, and B, she's wrestling a literal bear. The odds are stacked. Doing alright though.
Oh yeah, she's holding her own.
Richard O'Brien from the Crystal Maze there doing an excellent job of officiating the match.
It's actually supposed to be the giant from Twin Peaks.
Not seen it.
You know, it is happening again. That guy.
I haven't seen Twin Peaks.
Oh, you know, oh, it's great. My favourite show ever.
Downloaded it, started watching it, but it's one of them ones either like to be high to enjoy it.
Oh,
you have to be
you've
not,
got to
not
be
as high as I was to enjoy it.
And it's one of those things, it's like people either love it or hate it, there's no in between.
Yeah.
Well,
Like all your sort of weird shit, like your Loft and your Black Mirror and your Westworld and all this sort of crazy existential nonsense, so
Yeah.
maybe I would like to enjoy it. Yeah.
Have you ever watched The
Oh
Void?
god! Oh, what's that?
It's a movie, came out a couple of years ago. It's on Amazon Prime, I think. And it's like a very, like, John Carpenter, like 80s John Carpenter-esque, like, Lovecraftian kind of thing. I really enjoyed it. It was really, really good. It's like, because it's very, like, obviously, like, 80s inspired, but it's not one of those ones where they've just, like, you know, lifted the sort of 80s aesthetics and left it at that. It's one of those where it's clearly made by, like, people who get why those films back then were so loved. It was The Void Chainsaw.
Void.
And fun fact, for like Spike Dragon who knows his Twin Peaks in the chat there, the guy that plays Windham Earl's in it.
Have you seen Black Mirror?
I have not actually. I keep meaning to get round to it because it's basically like almost like a modernised Twilight Zone, right?
Yeah, it's like you don't necessarily, in fact, you really don't need to have watched any of it into a random episode, whatever tickles your fancy.
The only like thing stopping me is because most of the time when I watch things right now, it's like I've got it on in the background as I'm like messing about on this or whatever, and I know it's one of those shows where I wouldn't be able to just leave it on in the background and like truly get it. It's one of those you really have to pay attention to.
That much. Part of the Gemma's here, we were watching The Last Dance with the Chicago Bulls and all that down there.
Oh, you're breaking up a wee bit there.
Hi.
Tell you what, Sierra's holding her own. Giving this bear a damn good spanking. I bet the bear's biting her.
Biting her.
Oh.
Oh, the bear wins! Oh. You've got more out on your back, don't you, really?
Yeah. I mean, putting over a bear on the way out, you know.
Just spat beer everywhere.
I mean, Sierra, we love you, but come on, it's a bear.
Sorry, Sierra. Oh dear.
So that will about wrap it up. Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm on like most nights to be honest. Thank you everyone for joining us. Again, I'll be on same time tomorrow with Jayla Dark. The long-awaited one that because we've been trying to get her on for a while, but obviously real life gets in the way sometimes. And then Sunday, a free-for-all. We're going to have just a few friends on. We're going to have Jodie Summers is going to come back. Josh Fuller's going to come back. We might have Gene Money back, depending on if, like, again, if life gets in the way or not. And yeah, Tom, where can people find you on the internet, and where can they find Riptide Wrestling?
So Riptide Wrestling is riptidewrestling.com. We've got a big cartel, riptidewrestling.bigcartel.com for all your merch needs. Some lovely new merch there during lockdown. At Riptide Rest or at Tom Almeida West, Almeida being the name of my band. So yeah, on Twitter, that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers to everyone who's tuned in. I really enjoyed it today.
And yeah, oh yeah, welcome back. I've just noticed Mad Kurt is streaming. So let's go raid him. Let's raid Mad Kurt. Go and tell him that, like Tom from Riptide just jobbed him out to mankind. See what happens.
There you go. That's what you deserve.
Thanks everyone. I might jump on, because this was a bit of a shorter one, I might jump on again, like maybe in about an hour or so, to do that tournament we were talking about the other day, where basically we need to crown our company's first champion. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming in, who's donated, who's like helped us out, who's helped spread the word. Thank you to Tom for joining us, and I'll see you all tomorrow with Jail of Dark. Bye for now.
Thank you so much, mate. Nice one.
Red.